Good morning. Today's video training is for you if you are developing an online course. So whether you work in corporate learning and you're developing e-learning for employee training, or if you're an entrepreneur who's developing an online learning program for your audience. Today's tip is about creating a learner persona. So what is a learner persona? A learner persona is a fictional representation of your target learner, your audience. And it's not a reflection of a single person, it's actually a combination of all the different people who are part of your target audience for your course. So this will help you to connect more deeply with the types of people that you're designing for. So if you're familiar with marketing, you've probably heard this term referred to as your avatar, your ideal client avatar. Well, in learning and development, we do the exact same thing, but what our ideal client avatar is actually our learner. And the purpose of creating a learner persona is so that you can understand the needs, the motivations, the preferences, and the perceptions of your target audience. And this helps you put your learner and their goals at the center of your development process. The key here really is to get into the head of your learner. The better you know them, the better the course is going to be for them. So before you develop your learner persona, you're going to want to do some big research. You want to gather some data about your target audience. This could include data about things like their demographics, their behaviors, their preferences, what does their typical day look like, and also their perceptions. This one's really important. You're going to want to pinpoint if certain styles of learning content might sit better with your ideal audience. So, for example, if the bulk of the people who are taking your training program are really busy, on the go, have really hectic days and they're always traveling and out and about, then you're probably going to want to create an online learning program that includes a lot of mobile content that can be consumed from their mobile devices, such as video and other forms of digital learning that are really easy to consume when people are on the go. On the other hand, if your target audience has a real aversion to technology, then you're going to want to create a learning program that perhaps steers a bit away from the digital world, or if it does need to include a lot of digital components, then you're likely going to want to provide other ways for these learners to connect with real people on a frequent basis so that they can get that need as well. So how can you get this information? Well, you can get it through a combination of assessments, surveys, and actual interviews of talking to real people. I highly recommend this way of getting some of your data at least, because when you have real conversations with people, you're more likely to get them to open up and to dig a little bit deeper into their needs. So surveys are also great though, because it allows you to distribute the questions to a very large audience all at once, and you're never going to get 100% return rate. So this is a way to kind of bump up the amount of data that you're getting back. So the more people you talk to before you build your course, then the better equipped you're going to be to help your audience. And help them in a way that they want to be helped, in a way that they enjoy. It also allows you to get a better understanding of their perceived needs, because what you think your learners might need could be quite different from what they feel that they need to learn. So remember, you want to build courses that help your audience solve real life problems, right? What is actually going on for them and how can you help them? So once you've collected this information, it's time to create your learner persona. And this is a fictional character, right? The learner persona is actually a fictional character that embodies the essence of your audience. So what you want to do is give this fictional character a name and maybe even a face, right? So for example, let's call my learner persona Joanna. I'm gonna name her Joanna, and I'm gonna go, on the internet and find a nice picture of what Joanna might look like, print it out and keep it there as I'm developing my course. And then as I'm developing my course, I always ask myself, how is this information going to help Joanna? What can I do to make this experience even better for Joanna? As a learning developer, we're all, especially if you are the subject matter expert, you really feel like you want to include absolutely everything in your course. Give them every little detail they might possibly need, but it's actually important that you give them the information that they need when they need it. And so sometimes you have to weed out the content and ask yourself, insert your learner persona name. I'm going to say Joanna. Does Joanna need this information? How is this information going to help Joanna achieve her goals and solve the problem that this course is meant to solve? So that's my tip for today. Learner analysis, creating a learner persona to get into the heads of your learners. What about you? I would love to hear what you do to help yourself get into the head of your learner and provide better content to them. Please share your ideas and your tips in the comments. And until next week, I'm cheering you on and wishing you inspiration, innovation, and continuous learning. See you next time.